Okay, so today we're going to start off with a little circuit, a mobility circuit. We're going to do 45 seconds on and 15 seconds off, just to reset ourselves. We don't necessarily need a break from these things, okay? So the movements we've got, I'll run you through them as we go through, okay? But the first one's going to be open the gate, 5 on each side. So coming up to there and open for 5 on each side like that. Then 5 on the other side, and we're going to repeat through then for 45 seconds, okay? So let's get started with that one. Starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So opening the gate, 5 on the right. Once we've done our 5, we'll just go up 5 on the left, alright? And just switch up, switch it through. So we don't necessarily need rest from this, but we'll just take those 15 seconds just to have a little break and transition on to the next one. Nice and warm this morning, so hopefully everyone's feeling nice and mobile. Okay, and then we've got 10 seconds left, so keep going through, 5 on each side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next one's going to be a ballerina squat, so we're doing a normal squat. But we're up on the balls of our feet and our toes, heels are off the floor, and we're just squatting down and up, okay? We're going to start that one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's go. So by elevating the heels, it's more quad dominant. That's not really what we're aiming for with this. We're aiming for strengthening the feet and working the balance, okay? We're not here to smash out loads of squats. Keep those heels off the floor. You're doing everything that you shouldn't normally do when you're squatting. Okay. Alright, 15 seconds left. Definitely feel that in the calves as well now. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and resting. Okay, next one. We opened all those gates, so we're going to have to close them now. So we're going to do 5 on each side again, starting out and coming in, okay? Ready to go? 2, 1, let's go. So we're starting out and coming in. Okay. Nice click in the hip there. Okay, lovely. Nice big circle. Okay, 15 seconds left. Oh, I know I'd get carried away and do 2 more than 5. Okay, 10 seconds. Ooh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and resting. Okay, next one. We're down to hands and knees. Gonna get that lower back warmed up. So hands and knees, we're just going to sit the hips through to forwards and come back into a nice back stretch there, okay? So we're starting in 2, 1, let's go. Lower back might feel tight to begin with, so don't push it too far. But as we get further in to our 45 seconds, we can start getting those hips lower and a more extreme bend in that lower back. We're going to go through this circuit twice, okay? So you will get an opportunity to come back to these movements. Once this one's done, we're staying down on hands and knees. Okay, 10 seconds left. Let's try and get those hips a bit further through. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next one, hands and knees. We're going to do the cat-cow. So here we are, top position, pushing that upper back into the ceiling, looking down towards the knees. Breathe out. Push the belly button down towards the floor, looking forwards, okay? We're starting that in 2, 1, let's go. So pushing that upper back into the sky, looking down towards the knees, then driving that belly button down towards the floor, looking forwards. Lovely bit of movement in the back. I know we do this every week. Use your core to drive low and drive high. We're not just here to go through the motions. Let's make the most of giving ourselves a bit of mobility. Okay, 15 seconds left. 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, next one. What we're going to do is we're going to come up into a half kneeling position. We're going to do 5 rotations, so that'll be 10 total, right? So like 1 is both sides, 5 like that. Once you've done your 5, switch over and 5 that side. 2, 1, let's go. So that's 1, 2, like that, okay? 3, 4, 5. Once you've done your 5, switch your legs, go again. So we're getting nice trunk rotations in, but we're also getting a nice open up of the hips. And switch. Okay, good. We've got 15 seconds left. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, and our final one then for this circuit is just going to be nice alternate swings. We're going to do 10 of those, followed by 10 both arms. All right. So we're starting that in 2, 1. Let's go. So 10 in total. 2, 3, 4, 9, 10. And then 10 doubles. Let those shoulders feel nice and loose. Once you're on 10 doubles, we're back to the 10 singles. Okay, we've got about 10 seconds left. We're just going to let the dog in. So obviously keen to join us. 5 seconds. Go on then. Oh, it's not a dog, it's you. And rest. Okay. We're going to go back to opening the gate now. Ready to go then? 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So starting again. Okay, good. Once those 5 are done, change sides. Oh, it's warm in here this morning. Feels like hot pod yoga. Okay, keep going through. "15 seconds. Let's try and get a bit more range now that we're nice and warm. 10 seconds. Next one's going to be those heels elevated squats. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and resting. Okay, we've got those heels or those ballerina squats coming up next. Ready to go with those then. We've got 5 seconds. Take them steady. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Ooh. If you lose your balance, just drop those heels to the floor, reset, and then go again. Should be able to squat a bit deeper with those heels elevated. Okay, good stuff. Okay, 15 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, good stuff. We're closing the gates now. 10 seconds till we start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, closing those gates. So starting out 5 on each side. Lovely stuff. Okay, keep going through. After this one, then we're down to hands and knees. Okay, good. Oh, I've lost my balance there. Okay, 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Down to hands and knees. We're sitting those hips through like before, so we should definitely be able to get a bit lower this time, okay? So ready to go then, 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Nice and steady, push those hips down this time, and back. Push them through, and back. Alright, good stuff. Alright, almost there, 15 seconds left. Then we're moving on to those cat cows. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, cat cows next. Okay, is this a circuits class or is this a stretch and mobility class? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive that spine towards the ceiling, look down towards the knees. Exhale, drive the belly button down towards the floor, look forwards. Drive up, drive down. Alright, good stuff. Ten seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we're up into that half kneeling position. 5 rotations. And then swapping. So we're starting in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, once those 5 are done, switch those legs up. And then again. Okay, 10 seconds left. Then we're finishing off with those arm swings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, those arm swings can be done standing or kneeling, unless you've got really long arms and you drag along the floor. Okay, one arm at a time, starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Really feel the full range. Keep control of those arms. 10 singles and then 10 doubles. Alright, good stuff. Alright, 15 seconds left. Five, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, grab a drink if you want, if you've got one. Before we move on to the next thing, we're going to do a bit of work on the hamstrings with some single leg deadlifts, but also a little bit of halos to break things up. Okay, so the way this is going to work is we've got single leg deadlift. We're going to work 10 on each leg. So what that movement looks like for anyone's benefit is we're standing on one leg, we're hinging at the hip, keeping that nice straight back, chest up, hinging over till we feel a nice bit of tension in the hamstring and then back up again, okay? So we're going to do 10 of those on each side. let's get those going. We're going to start with just body weight. We're not going to get any weights involved yet, okay? So starting on the left leg, for example, hinging over until we feel some tension in that hamstring, and then back up again. So we're getting a nice bit of range out of the hamstring, but we're also, again, working the balance, the small muscles in that foot as well as we balance. So 10 nice steady reps there. If you lose your balance, just reset and then continue on. Okay, once you've done your 10, switch sides. Okay, once you've done your 10, just come back to standing. We're going to do another variation in a minute of that movement. Okay, so the next variation then is we're going to do the same movement. We've done this one before. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over into that single leg deadlift. Hands down towards the floor. We're going to reach and touch the floor as far forward as we can. If you can't get down to the floor, just reach as far forward as you can. Then we're going to come up, then we're going to go down again, reach as far to the left as we can with the left hand, down again, same with the right, down again, both hands as far back as we can, okay? We're going to go through that one time on the left, one time on the right. So, single leg deadlifting over, reaching as far forward as we can, touching the floor if we can. Back up to the top, down again, reaching to the left with the left hand, up again, down, reaching to the right with the right hand, and finally reaching back with both hands. Once that's done, let's go on to the other foot, other leg, reaching down and forwards, right with the right hand, left with the left hand, and then back with both hands. Okay, now we need our weight. To give our hamstrings a quick break before we move on to the next bit, we're going to do some halos. So we're going to open up those shoulders and upper back. So depending on what you've got, if you've got a kettlebell, we're going to hold it upside down, easier to do like that. If you've got a dumbbell, we're going to hold it by one of the ends. And for 6 in each direction, we're just going to pass it round the back of the head. 2, like that, okay? 3, 4. So we're trying to get it nice and low around the back of the head. So to be fair, it's less of a halo and more like a necklace, really. Alright. So if you've got a dumbbell, hold it by the end like that. Once you've done your 6 in each direction, we're going to keep hold of that weight. And we're going to move on to a more technical version of that single leg deadlift, if you needed that, called a single leg cross body deadlift. So we're going to keep our left foot on the floor. That's going to be the one that we're going over on. And we're going to hold the weight in the right hand. So opposite hand. As we come over then, I'll do it from the front here so you can see. As we come over into our single leg deadlift, we're going to twist and put that weight to the floor on the outside of the foot. Okay, coming over, weight to the floor on the outside. If we're using a dumbbell, it'll work just the same. If you can get up to the floor, that'll be good. And we're going to go for 6 reps on each leg. So it's having a bit of a twist over. Once you've done your 6, change hands with the kettlebell, change feet, and then drop it down to the other side. You might find that one side's considerably more stable than the other. That's quite normal. Just try and get into the groove of it. Use touching that weight down to the floor to stabilise you if you need it. Okay, when they're done, put your weight back to the side. We're going to go through that circuit one more time. This time we're going to do 5 single leg deadlifts on each side to begin, okay? So we'll just have a quick breather, catch up. So we're going to move back onto those single leg deadlifts, no weight, just coming over for 5 on each side, okay? So let's get started going through those. You might find that you can get a little bit lower this time. Okay, good. Just 5 on each leg this time. Nice bit of running prehab, feel all the little muscles in the foot. Okay, when they're done, we're going to go on to those single leg, the reach variation. So single leg deadlifting over, reaching forward with both hands, left with the left, right with the right, and both hands back. So when we're ready to start that, single leg deadlifting over, reaching forward with both hands, to the left with the left hand, and so on. Okay, you got it. Okay, then changing feet. Going again, forward with both, right with the right, and then onwards. Okay, good. When they're done, we're back onto the halos. I've rushed through that. So 6 halos on each side, in each direction. Okay, lovely. Such a good movement, that one. And then we're going to go back onto the last time, onto those cross-body deadlifts, 6 on each side. So starting off with the weight in the right hand, the left leg doing the work. We're hinging over and popping that weight to the floor on the outside of that foot. Okay, good. What was that? Always that first rep that throws me off. Okay, when you've done those, that weight can go to the side. We're pretty much finished with that weight now. Right, so have a little drink and a break. So the next movement we're going to go on to is we're going to start in hands and knees here. And then we're going to bring our left foot up to the outside of our left hand. So all as close to as you can get it, okay? So left foot up to the outside of the left hand. And then from there, we're going to raise that rear knee ever so slightly off the floor. You know the one. And we're just going to draw some little circles with that rear knee. It's quite an uncomfortable position. We're just going to draw some circles in one direction with that rear knee. Good. Then switch to the other direction. Okay, a couple more. Then, as long as you're not too uncomfortable in this position, drop that rear knee back down to the floor. The hand that's next to your foot then is going to rotate from being touching the floor to pointing and looking up towards the ceiling. And we'll just go for 5 rotations there. As soon as you've done your 5, you can return that front foot back and get out of this position. Alright, good. Alright, you know what's coming next. So other side, so right foot up the outside of the right hand. Let's raise that rear knee ever so slightly off the floor, draw some circles in one direction. Okay. And then in the other direction. Alright, then drop that rear knee to the floor. Hand that's next to the foot then rotates up for 5 reps. Let's open up the upper back, shoulders. Okay, and then return knees, so you're back down to hands and knees. Okay, so mobility and stretch session wouldn't be complete without our 90-90s. So the 90-90 movement, just in case you're not sure, we'll start like this with our feet fairly wide and our knees, and we're going to send both knees over to one side so we create 2 90-degree angles. We're going to come over, lean over that front knee until we get a nice stretch, come back up again, and we're going to switch sides and go over on the other side, and we're going to do that 20 times in total, okay? 20 times in total. So let's get that started. So leaning over that front knee, just into it, so you get a little ping of stretch. And what we should find is as we get up to reps 12 and onwards, we're getting looser. Those glutes are loosening out. We've been doing this now every week for a couple of months, so we hopefully should be making improvements here. If we're not making improvements, we're definitely not regressing, and that's also a win, isn't it? Okay, keep it going. I've lost count, like every other week. And what we're going to do then, like every other week, is we're going to stop ourselves in one of those 90-90s leaning over. And we're going to hold it then for a minute. So when you're ready, stop with one in your 90-90 position. We're going to lean over that front knee and we're going to stay there for a minute, okay? Ready to go then, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So, lean over that front knee, try and relax the muscles there. We should feel a nice stretch in the glute and up the outside of the top of that front leg. Uncomfortable but not painful. That's 15 seconds gone. If you can slide a little bit deeper, putting a bit more weight through that front knee, that'll be great. Okay, and just relax there. 30 seconds left. Okay, sit a bit deeper if you can. To make the most of being here rather than just going through the motions. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Gently back up. You know what's coming next. Change legs. Gonna go down for a minute on that side as well. Okay, ready to go? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So we're down over that front leg again on the other side. Once you feel comfortable, sit a bit deeper. .30 seconds gone. .20 seconds left. Once we've done this 20, we're going to go back into 10 90-90s. We should feel a bit looser through the movement. So half as many as we did before, okay? 10 total. Okay, so ready to come back up then in 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, back up to the top. When you're ready, into your 10, 90, 90, so back into the original movement, going over for 10. We should be able to get a bit deeper over the knee this time. Okay, great. When you've done those, take yourself back up to standing. We're going to give the quads a stretch to finish off. So we're going to go 30 seconds on to begin with. So we'll start that in, as a standing quad stretch, okay? We'll start that in 5, 3, 2, 1, okay. So pull that rear foot up, drive those hips forward, keep those knees together, just focus on that nice stretch. We're nice and warm now, so we should be able to pull a fairly strong stretch through the quads. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake that leg out. We're going to start the other leg in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, 30 seconds here. Gone. 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to go back for one more round of that. So we'll start the other leg, the first leg, in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go again. Alright, good. Lots of balancing on that single foot today. It's always good to do that. Okay, hang in there. Really drive those hips forward now. Try and get a really good stretch through those quads. This is the last bit of stretch we've got today, so let's make the most of it. 3, 2, 1. Shake that leg out. We're going to start the other leg in 3, 2, 1. Okay, there we go. Again, drive those hips forward. Get those knees together. Pull up gently. Uncomfortable but not painful, the usual. Okay, keep it going. 10 seconds. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Come down to laying on the floor, on your back. Okay, we're going to stretch the arms out to make ourselves as long as possible. Tense every muscle in your body, quads, glutes, everything. Make yourself as long as possible. Clench your fists, hold for 3, 2, 1. That's giving me awful cramp in my quads. Ready to go again if you can. Tensing now for 3, 2, 1. We're going to come up to seated. Come up to seated. Arms up above. We're going to do the same. Pushing up as high as we can. Pushing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start again. So going again one more time. Put those arms up and we're going to push up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, there we go. Lovely stuff.